ఇంటర్మీడియట్ విద్యారంగంలో అగ్రగామి మన ఎన్ఎస్ఆర్ ఇంపల్స్ ఎడ్యుకేషన్ ఇన్స్టిట్యూషన్. ఐఐటి జేఈఈ అయినా నీట్ అయినా తిరుగులేని విద్యా సంస్థ ఎన్ఎస్ఆర్ ఇంపల్స్.
Next we can discuss about, in the next class we can discuss about applications of parallelogram law. Here applications of parallelogram law of vector addition. So we know what is the magnitude of the resultant r bar is equals to, we can write it as p bar plus, and that means again we will show this. Let us say this is p bar and this is q bar, p bar and q bar, and this is r bar. That means r bar is equals to p bar plus q bar. According to definition of vector, the starting point of the first vector and ending point of the second vector, that gives the magnitude of the resultant of those two vectors. So now here, if r bar is equals to p bar plus q bar, r bar is equals to p bar plus q bar, then magnitude of r bar is equals to magnitude of p bar plus q bar. So that is equals to what we derived the relation, p square plus q square plus 2pq cos theta, p square plus q square plus 2pq cos theta. So in the same way, if r bar is equals to p bar minus q bar, then magnitude of r bar is equals to magnitude of p bar minus q bar can be written as under root p square plus q square minus 2pq cos theta, p square minus q square minus 2pq cos theta. So this is one. So if p plus q, then we can write p square plus q square plus 2pq cos theta. If it is p bar minus q bar, then we can write p square plus q square minus 2pq cos theta, minus 2pq cos theta. So now from this, so remember that these two formulas are important here. Now first here, the first application is, if two vectors of equal magnitudes, two vectors of equal magnitudes are inclined at an angle, find the magnitude of the resultant when the two vectors are added or when the two vectors are subtracted. So here two vectors of equal magnitude, so let's p bar comma q bar are two vectors given that modulus of p bar is equals to modulus of q bar. So given that both the magnitudes of the vectors must be equal, the magnitudes of the vectors are same, that is the given situation. Two vectors having the same magnitude, that's why magnitude of p bar equals to magnitude of q bar. So that is the given situation. So according to the definition of parallelogram law vector addition, what is the definition of magnitude of the resultant? R bar is equals to, let us say p bar plus q bar, that is equals to p square plus q square plus 2pq cos theta, p square plus q square plus 2pq cos theta. So this is the definition. So from this, if you substitute this p bar, modulus of p bar equals to, that means two vectors must have same magnitude. Here the two vectors must have the same magnitude. Now what we have to do? So that is, two vectors must have the same magnitude. Let modulus of p bar is equals to modulus of q bar. Let us say that is p or q, because both are same, anyone we have to consider. So let us say here r bar is equals to, so the magnitude of r bar, it is magnitude of p bar. So magnitude of r bar is equals to square root of p square plus 2p into cos theta. So that is equals to 2p square plus 2p square cos theta 2p square plus 2p square cos theta. Next, r can be written as square root of 2p square into 1 plus cos theta. 2p square into 1 plus cos theta. So, if 2p square into 1 plus cos theta, then r is equals to under root 2p square into 1 plus cos theta can be written as 2 cos square theta by 2. 1 plus cos theta, trigonometry formula. 1 plus cos theta can be written as 2 cos square theta by 2. So, from this r is equals to under root 4p square cos square theta by 2. 2 into 2, 4 p square cos square theta by. Don't cancel this 2 and this 2. Some people blindly will calculate that these two must cancel. So, it is a blunder. So, that is 4p square cos square theta by 2. R is equals to root of 4 2 root of p square p, that is cos theta by 2. That means, if two vectors of equal magnitude, are inclined at an angle, what is the magnitude of the resultant of those two vectors? R is equals to 2p cos theta by 2. R is equals to 2p cos theta by 2. That is the magnitude of the resultant of two vectors. Next, here direction alpha is equals to tan inverse q sin theta by p plus q cos theta. So, alpha is equals to tan inverse, in place of q we can substitute p, because magnitude of p bar equals to magnitude of q bar. So, p plus p cos theta. So, that is equals to tan inverse p sin theta divided by, so p common 1 plus cos theta, p to p cancel, alpha is equals to tan inverse sin theta divided by 1 plus cos theta can be written as again 2 cos square theta by 2. 2 cos square theta by 2. So, from this alpha is equals to, so this is the direction, from here it is direction, tan inverse 1 plus cos theta, trigonometry formula can be written as 2 cos square theta by 2. Next, here sin theta can be written as 2 sin theta by 2 into cos theta by 2 divided by, direction can, sin theta can be written as 2 sin theta by 2 into cos theta by 2 divided by 2 cos square theta by 2. So, 2 to cancel, 1 cos theta cancel, alpha is equals to tan inverse sin theta by 2 divided by cos theta by 2. So, alpha is equals to tan inverse tan theta by 2. So, from this alpha is equals to theta by 2. What is the direction of the resultant? Direction of the resultant makes an angle theta, but half that of the angle between the two vectors. Here what is alpha? Angle made by the resultant vector with the horizontal. What is alpha? Angle made by the resultant vector with the horizontal. Angle made by the resultant vector with the horizontal. So, that is alpha equals to what we got here, theta by 2. What is theta? Initially theta is the angle between the vectors p bar and q bar here. Angle between the vectors p bar and q bar. So, that is why the resultant vector is exactly half that of the angle between two vectors. The resultant vector makes an angle exactly half that of the angle between two vectors. So, alpha equals to theta by 2. So, that is we got here. So, when this situation, if r bar equals to p plus q. Now, the same situation, we can write it as so if r bar is equals to p bar minus q bar, so that means magnitude of r bar is equals to under root p square plus q square minus 2pq cos theta. If it is the magnitude of the subtraction of two vectors, so then magnitude of the resultant can be written as square root of p square plus q square minus 2pq cos theta. P square plus q square minus 2pq cos theta. So in this situation again substitute it. What is the given condition? Magnitude of p bar is given as magnitude of q bar. Magnitude of p bar must be equal to magnitude of q bar. So now next here it is magnitude of r bar is equals to substitute p square plus p square minus 2 into p into cos theta. So because magnitude of p is equals to magnitude of q, so therefore r is equals to square root of 2p square minus 2p square cos theta, then r is equals to under root 2p square into 1 minus cos theta. So therefore r is equals to under root 2p square into 1 minus cos theta can be written as 2 sin square theta by 2. According to trigonometry formula, 1 plus cos theta can be written as 2 cos square theta by 2 or 1 minus cos theta. 1 minus cos theta can be written as 2 sin square theta by 2. 1 minus cos theta can be written as 2 sin square theta by 2. So therefore r is equals to square root of 4p square sin square theta by 2. So therefore r is equals to 2p sin theta by 2. R is equals to, what is that value? 2p sin theta by 2. This is the magnitude of the resultant. This is the magnitude of the resultant. Based on this, r is equals to 2p sin theta by 2. So next direction, come to the direction. So alpha is equals to tan inverse q sin theta divided by, this is p minus q cos theta, because it is p bar minus q bar. So then alpha is equals to tan inverse q is nothing but p only, p sin theta divided by p minus p cos theta. So alpha is equals to tan inverse p sin theta divided by p common 1 minus cos theta. Pp get cancelled. Alpha is equals to tan inverse sin theta can be written as 2 sin theta by 2 into cos theta by 2. So divided by 2 sin square theta by 2 again it is 1 minus cos theta. Here what we wrote 1 minus cos theta can be written as 2 sin square theta by 2. So here 2 cancel, sin theta by 2 cancel, then alpha equals to tan inverse, so cos theta by 2 sin cot theta by 2. This is the direction. Alpha is equals to tan inverse cot theta by 2. Tan inverse cot theta by 2. So these are the two applications in this situation. If r equals to p plus q or r is equals to p minus q. So next, when the situation, if two vectors are having equal magnitudes, two vectors are having the equal magnitudes. Now next point here, next point, let us do one problem. So example, if the resultant of two vectors of unit magnitude, if the resultant of two vectors of unit magnitude is also a vector of unit magnitude, find the magnitude of difference between vectors. Find the magnitude of difference between the vectors. This is the question. What is the question here? The resultant of two vectors of unit magnitude is also a vector of unit magnitude. Find the magnitude of the difference of two vectors. Find the magnitude of difference of two vectors. How can we calculate this? Right. So first we have to understand the question. Resultant of two vectors of unit magnitude. That means what is the given condition? The two vectors whose magnitudes are unit in the sense 1. That means those two are unit vectors. See here, the resultant of two vectors of unit magnitude is also a vector of unit magnitude. That means two vectors are unit vectors and the resultant is also a unit vector. That is two vectors of unit magnitude. See here, these are the two vectors of unit magnitude. Unit magnitude means those two vectors must be unit vectors. And the resultant also a vector of unit magnitude. Resultant is also a vector of unit magnitude. So that means resultant vector is also a unit vector. That is the given condition. So that means first given that, what is the given conditions? Magnitude of R is equals to magnitude of P is equals to magnitude of Q, all are equal to 1. So that means P bar equal, the magnitude of P is 1, magnitude of Q is 1 and magnitude of R is also 1. That is the given condition. All are having the equal magnitude and that magnitude is equal to 1. Now, what is the formula? Magnitude of R bar is equals to magnitude of P bar plus Q bar. That is equals to, what is the formula? P square plus Q square plus 2PQ cos theta. P square plus Q square plus 2PQ cos theta. Now, that means simply we can write it as R is equals to square root of P square plus Q square plus 2PQ cos theta. What is R? 1. The value of R is, and the value of P is 1 and the value of Q is also 1. 2 into 1 into 1 into cos theta. So 1 is equals to square root of 2 plus 2 cos theta. 1 is equals to square root of 2 plus 2 cos theta. So that means 1 is equals to square root of 4 cos theta. 2 plus 2 cos theta is 4 cos theta. Right or wrong? 2 plus 2 cos theta, 4 cos theta. So many members blindly do that. In the flow directly we can do the 2 plus 2 cos theta is 4 cos theta directly. But it's 2 into 1 plus cos theta it is. 2 into 1 plus cos theta. Or 1 is equals to 2 into 1 plus cos theta, again 2 cos square theta by 2 under root. So 1 is equals to square root of 4 cos square theta by 2. So that is 1 is equals to 2 cos theta by 2 here. 1 by 2 is equals to cos theta by 2. So here cos theta by 2 is equals to cos 1 by 2 is nothing but cos 60. 1 by 2 is considered as cos 60. So from this applying cos inverse, theta by 2 is equals to 60, then theta is equals to 120 degrees. Theta equals to 120 degrees. So that means if two vectors are inclined at an angle, the resultant of two unit vectors is also a unit vector. The resultant of two unit vectors is also a unit vector. What is the angle between those two vectors? 120. That means if two unit vectors are inclined at an angle 120 degrees, the resultant is also a unit vector. But what we have to calculate here? find the magnitude of the difference of vectors. Find the magnitude of the difference of vectors. Magnitude of the difference of vectors means what we have to calculate? R bar is equals to magnitude of P bar minus Q bar. Magnitude of, that means R can be written as square root of P square plus Q square minus 2PQ cos theta. P square plus Q square minus 2PQ cos theta. So that is equals to square root of P value is 1 and Q value is 1 minus 2 into 1 into 1 into again cos theta. So square root of 2 minus 2 into cos theta is 120. What is angle we got? 120 here. So therefore R is equals to 2 minus 2 into cos 120 value minus 1 by 2. Cos 120 value is minus 1 by 2. Can cancel. R is equals to 2 minus of minus 1 plus 1. So R is equals to root 3. R is equals to root 3. That is the value. So this is resultant. That is the resultant. Now so this is a way to do the problem. Our simple way, without doing anything, directly how can you write that value? Directly how can we write that value? So without calculating everything, simple way we can write this. So that is, if two vectors of equal magnitude, what is the resultant formula? 2p cos theta by 2. Previously we discussed, if two vectors having equal magnitude, what is the resultant formula? 2p cos theta by 2. What is our r equals to 1? 2 into p is 1 cos theta by 2. So 1 by 2 is equals to cos theta by 2. Cos theta by 2, that means cos 60 is equals to cos theta by 2. So theta is equals to 120 degrees. Theta is equals to 120. Without doing everything directly, if you remember this formula, that is one step. Otherwise, we have to do total procedure. And here also this total. If two vectors of equal magnitude, what is the difference of two vectors? What we can write? 2p sin theta by 2. Difference of two vectors. So 2p is 1, sin theta is 120 by 2. Here what is the angle we got? 120. So that is 2 into sin 60. Sin 60 is root 3 by 2. So r is equals to root 3. So that's all. R is equals to root 3. So without doing, if you remember these two formulas, so 2 steps answer it is. Otherwise, we have to follow total procedure. So choose your best option. Choose your best options. Next. Next problem, let us say. So it's IP problem only. If modulus of A bar plus B bar is equals to modulus of A bar minus B bar, find angle between A bar and B bar. If modulus of A bar plus B bar is equals to modulus of A bar minus B bar, find the angle between A bar and B bar. So here given that A bar plus B bar magnitude is equals to magnitude of A bar minus B bar. What is the magnitude of A bar? Magnitude of P bar plus Q bar. What we are writing? Under root P square plus Q square plus 2PQ cos theta. In the same way, here under root A bar plus B bar means, so P square plus Q square plus 2PQ cos theta here. That is equals to under root P square plus Q square minus 2PQ cos theta here. So in place of P, actual formula, in place of P what we have? a square plus b square plus 2ab cos theta here. A square plus b square minus 2ab cos theta. In place of p and q, what we have here? A and b. So just substitute that. So instead of this one, just we are writing a square plus b square plus 2ab cos theta equals to a square plus b square minus 2ab cos theta. Applying square root on both sides, we can get a square plus b square plus 2ab cos theta is equals to a square plus b square minus 2ab cos theta. A square plus b square cancels on both sides, minus 2ab comes to this side, 2ab cos theta plus 2ab cos theta is equals to 0. So that means 4ab cos theta is equals to 0, but cos theta is equals to 0 by 4ab. 0 by something is 0, cos theta equals to 0, then theta is equals to 90 degrees. Cos theta equals to 0 means theta is 90 degrees. So that is angle between a bar and b bar is 90. That means if two vectors are inclined at an angle, if for example this condition exists, if a bar plus b bar equals to a bar minus b bar, what is the angle between two vectors? It is 90 degrees. Angle between any two vectors is 90 degrees. So we discussed one thing previous class. So that is r is equals to p plus q and r is equals to p minus q. R equals to p plus q and r equals to p minus q. So that means if two vectors are acting in the same direction, resultant is p plus q. If two vectors are acting in opposite direction, the resultant is p minus q. The resultant is p minus q. So that is when we can use this type of situation here. So that is, see here, a block of mass m is placed on the horizontal surface. Let us say the two forces acts on the block, let us say F1 and F2 in the same direction. F1 and F2 acting in the same direction. What is the net force acts on the body? F1 plus F2. What is the net force acts on the body here? F1 plus F2. Because both the forces are acting in the same direction. Both the forces acting in the same direction. So that's why net force acting on the body is F1 plus F2. Net force acts on the body is F1 plus F2. No doubt about that. Because P bar and Q bar are acting in the same direction. That means PQ is 0. Angle between P bar and Q bar is 0. When it is 0, if those two are parallel, here F1 and F2 are also parallel. Like that. Next, if the body mark, this is F1 and this is F2. This is F1 and this is F2. Both are acting in opposite direction. What is the net force? F1 minus F2 or F2 minus F1. Heavier force minus lower force. Heavier force minus lower force. Just in case of tug of war competition. In tug of war competition, two persons pulling the rope in opposite directions. In what direction the rope moves? In these two persons, which one pulls with more force? The rope must move in that direction. Two persons pull the rope in opposite direction, exactly opposite directions. In which direction it moves? So which force is more? The rope must move in that direction, and this person also moves in that direction only, because net force, higher force minus lower force, heavier force minus lower force. So that is in these applications we can use this parallelogram law. So many applications, momentum applications. So that means two bodies are traveling in the same direction, addition, opposite direction, subtraction, like that. So next, for example, so here let us say one problem. If a person traveling towards east through a displacement of 3 meters and takes left turn and travels through 4 meters find the displacement. Travels through 4 meters, find the displacement. The displacement we have to calculate. So here The person traveling towards east. The person traveling towards east through a distance 3 meters. He takes left on, let us say it is, travels 4 meters. What is the displacement? This is the displacement of 3 meters and here is the displacement of 4 meters. Here is the displacement of 3 meters and here is the displacement of 4 meters. Both are, what is the angle between these two? 90 degrees. If two vectors are mutually perpendicular, what is the resultant formula? Under root p square plus q square. If two vectors are mutually perpendicular, the direction is under root, resultant is square root of p square plus q square. So that is, so displacement is here, displacement is also a vector. So let us say it is S1 and it is S2. This net displacement S is equals to square root of S1 square plus S2 square, because here the angle is 90 degrees. So therefore S is equals to square root of 3 square plus 4 square, then S is equals to square root of 9 plus 16, so root of 25, that is equals to 5. Net displacement is 5 only. What is the direction? Alpha is equals to, or tan alpha is equals to, so 4 by 3. So alpha is equals to tan inverse 4 by 3. Tan inverse 4 by 3. This is the displacement and this is the direction. This is way to calculate the resultant of two vectors simply. So next one more problem. If two vectors of magnitudes, so let us say 3 units and 5 units, 2 units and 4 units, 2 units and 4 units. First, they are parallel. Next, they are anti-parallel. Next, they are mutually perpendicular. Next, they inclined at an angle, 60 degrees. Find the magnitude of the resultant in all cases. Find magnitude of resultant in all cases. Just one example. The first case, second case, third case, fourth case. First case, second case, third case, fourth case. First case, when they are parallel. If two vectors are parallel to each other, what is the resultant formula? P plus Q. So that is R is equals to 2 plus 4. So that is equals to 6. Next two, if they are anti-parallel, R is equals to P minus Q or Q minus P, whatever it is. So let us say I am considering 4 minus 2, 2. If two vectors are parallel, addition. Two vectors are anti-parallel, subtraction. So 3. If two vectors are mutually perpendicular, what is the formula? Under root p square plus q square. So that is equals to 2 square plus 4 square. So 20, root 20 or 2 root 5 we can write. Fourth condition, if two vectors, they inclined at an angle 60 degrees. They inclined at an angle 60 degrees. Then R is equals to square root of 2 square plus 4 square plus 2 into 4 into, 2 into 2AB, 2 into 4 into cos 60. So that is equals to 4 plus 16 plus 16 into 1 by 2, 287, root of 28. This is the way to do the problems based on parallelogram law of vector addition.